All right, guys. So politics.
Yeah, politics is.
How's everyone feeling? So let's just start with that. All right. So cEDH sermon. We're back.
We're back.
Trevor and I. We've got a guest. TrogChamp, also known as Matt or Matthew, is going to be joining us, and we just had to have him because we were looking at decks in one of our previous episodes, and we're like, Dina fucking rocks, and this guy has an awesome list, so let's just have you on. Let's just have you on, and you're the expert. Tell us how this came to be, and yeah, when you started playing it. So yeah, just let's just hear about like what brought you to cEDH and why you started playing this list.
So what brought me to cEDH is, oh man, I was playing Magic with a bunch of friends in college, and then this guy comes up to me. He's like, I have a $100 Gitrog list that will absolutely beat you. And I was so confident, and I was playing, at that point, I was playing what I thought to be cEDH, but it was just really like high power Magic. And I was playing Dina Soul Steeper, but he's like, okay, let's start. And, he beat me within 3 turns because, Turbo Gitrog.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, Magic can be fast.
Oh, yeah.
Ever since then, this guy, I'm not going to say his name, obviously, but we started playing Magic together, and then I got more and more people, and then we started to make like a community, and I think that since Dina was my first list, and it came out in, Strixhaven? Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, I have some kind of like sentimental with it, because it's just like it's a list I've had since, I think, 4 or 5 years from now. So
oh, yeah.
I've been working on it since then. And
that first one is always like, there's something about it. Especially like, even like Casual Commander, and then if you go into cEDH, like usually that first cEDH deck, unless it gets made irrelevant in some way, it gets banned, or like the main piece gets banned, it's like, man,
right.
You just understand it so well.
Yeah, and it was been really fun as the meta progresses to adapt it so it doesn't lose its luster throughout the throughout the changing of the ban lists. Banning JLo and Dockside has changed the list a lot actually, and all that kind of stuff, and how blue has progressed, and how mid-range and blue farm took over the meta, and there's a bunch of important pieces that Dina needed that I had to figure out and test with this amazing playgroup I have. Shout out to the Louisville, Kentucky cEDH scene. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I've been to Louisville before. It's a cool area.
Yeah.
It's a cool area. That's awesome. Yeah, shout out to them.
I'd love to, if you're in the southern Indiana, so Louisville, Kentucky area, we have a Discord, and feel free to join. And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, I'm curious when you said that. So even though Dockside's not in the color pair, obviously, of Golgari and JLo, is it worth running JLo in this list just to be able to cast Dina that much quicker, or again late game?
Absolutely not. But artifacts just were insane in that kind of meta. That meta was Dockside artifact central, right? So yeah. I was running Manglehorn at that point to keep artifacts tapped and not able to be activated.
Oh, so okay. So Manglehorn's not in the list now.
No, not anymore. It's actually proven to be too weak. I still have Oof because Oof is powerful, and I think it always will be in the list, because even though my combo does need an artifact to win, I can just sacrifice Oof to continue the combo. So it's proven very useful at stopping the grindy artifacts, especially since the rise and fall, I guess now, of the One Ring.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing is the One Ring, and that's a whole other discussion that we can get into, but it's kind of like it was like this, it almost looked like a bell curve. It's not the same bell curve phenomenon, but it's like everyone started out like, okay, it's clearly really powerful, but I feel like it's a little slow. And then all of a sudden, it's like everyone realized how good it was, and then every deck had the One Ring. And I think now that we're going back to a little bit more of a turbo meta, it's like you just see a lot of these decks dropping it. I dropped it. I have a turbo list that I'm like, you know what? I just don't need it. It's too slow.
Right. And what is your turbo list? Is it Rock Thrash, right?
It's a Thrash Vial Smasher.
Oh.
So I just like that Sans White color combination. So it's basically, I treat it like a Rog Sai, but with green. So you get a little more of that resilience.
Right.
And you get the extra Spirit Guide with Elvish Spirit Guide and the Simian Spirit. So you just have more options for free mana, those turn one mana dorks.
Right.
I almost want to do a whole
dorks.
episode at some point on that list because I've been really refining it. But this one's about Dina. This one's Dina. This is before I go off, because if you let me go off on a tangent, I will not shut the hell up. So
I love meta dorks.
But this list utilizes a lot of them. I noticed you even had Boreal Druid too.
Right. Yeah. So with the rise of where is this card? Am I not running it? I am. Okay. With the rise of Orcish Bowmasters, all these dorks kind of get pinged to death instantly, and then you play turn 1 dork into Dina into turn 3 Ritual Win is no longer really a viable option anymore. But I said, you know what? if my dorks are going to get pinged, I might as well have a backup dork, right? And it's proven to be useful to have, you could go like 1 to 2 to 3 dorks into Cradle, and then you have like, what is that, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana?
Yeah.
And that could be another way, instead of rituals, a more permanent way to put your Hulk on the board. Just, I tend to draw Hulk a lot. I'm not very lucky. So that's
my God. No, that is the worst. I played, I know I have a little experience with Hulk because I've played Minsk, the Naya Hulk list.
Ooh,
but,
I love Minsk.
Such a cool concept because you can fight through rule of laws, because once you get the whole Hulk thing going, it's awesome. Like, you just don't have to cast any spells. Everything just goes off.
Yeah.
And it's hard to interact with. Yeah, you just win.
Yes. Yeah.
But if you draw your Hulk, it is like, oh my God. You're like, okay, we need a good top deck here. And there's my Hulk. Okay. Well, shit.
Yeah. You're like, okay,
but,
cool. I have 3 mana and a Hulk in a dream.
Yeah. Yep. 3 mana Hulk, and we're not getting there anytime soon. Also, really quick, we should read what Dina does, just because I always forget. Like, people are that listen to the podcast don't know what the hell Dina does. So,
right,
Matt, go ahead and tell us what Dina does.
It is a black-green 1/3 Dryad Druid legendary creature with the text: whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. It has 1 colorless. Sacrifice another creature. Dina Soul Steeper gets +X/+L until end of turn, where X is the sacrificed creature's power. That's important because it is as a cost ability. So once you pay that 1, it is already sacrificed. It's already in the graveyard.
So it's that's part of the cost. Oh, so that's harder to get right. That's hard to counter.
Yes,
because that's an additional cost, and so you'd have to counter. Well, so this is a rules question. If you have a stifle or something, Dina doesn't get the +X/+O, but you can't stifle the cost.
Right.
No, it's an additional cost. Yeah, it's like countering a Culling the Weak. You've already sacrificed the creature.
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Holy shit, that's so good.
It is. I love it.
That is awesome. I didn't even think about because the whole comma and where the colon's at. That 1 colorless, or one other mana, comma, sacrifice another creature, colon.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about Dina getting bigger? I mean, I'm sure
No, I don't care.
in 100 games, you're like, oh my god, I made Dina a 10-3 and swung out or something.
You, it doesn't matter. I don't think I've ever even tracked it because of how unimportant that text is.
It doesn't even matter. I haven't even tracked it.
My friends
awesome.
would mess with me, be like, "Oh well, Dina's a 7-3 now." I was like, "Okay."
It's the same thing with like Minsk. I think Minsk's makes the Boo, the hamster, bigger, and you're like,
Yes.
or I think, or any target creature, and you're like, who cares? This
Nah, it doesn't matter.
literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So primarily, Dina, like your main goal is to do the Hulk combo, right? Because that's the easiest.
It did used to be, yeah. It did used to be find Hulk, win the game. Now, it is honestly Bloodthirsty is probably more realistically a much better thing to go for because of how fast and how little resources you need to activate this combo. You could go, Dina on turn 1, Bloodthirsty on 2 or 3, with maybe in Magical Christmas Land protection. And then, obviously you can't swing or anything, but competitive players love to ping themselves. So if they have a land, they have a mana vault, you could just swing Dina if they have no creatures. And it's a pretty reliable way to end the game.
Yeah, you don't really need just one life to be lost from your opponent or 1 point of damage, and it starts the loop. Yeah, and that's another good thing to bring out. Yeah, the thing with Dina's ability is the static part of it. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. That's Sanguine Bond. That's the Sanguine Bond text. So she is a Sanguine Bond in the command zone for 2 mana. And then it combos with Exquisite Blood and, of course, Bloodthirsty Conqueror, which the fact that not only do you have a backup, so now you have 2, but
and once a creature.
Yes, it's a creature. You can be reanimated. It can be tutored right to the battlefield with any of the X spells or anything. It's so much easier to get. So
is it good?
It just got so much better. Like the second that got printed, this deck just... It's not that it wasn't relevant before, but it's like, I think people should really be thinking about this as like a legitimate option.
I was so ecstatic when Bloodthirsty got printed. I said, there's no way they just printed this card. I'm so happy.
I know, because I've been waiting forever. They have so many of the Sanguine Bond effects. They have that snake, the enduring whatever, enduring something, and then Veto. And then you have Dina, the original Sanguine Bond. I mean, there's so many versions of that, but you only had Exquisite Blood as the other half for the longest time. Right.
Now we finally have a way to reliably tutor into. I mean, we have obviously we're in black, so we have demonic, we have vamp, we have imp, but now we have worldly tutor, Eldritch Evolution. All of the Formidable Speaker, which I will talk about more because I love this card. This card's amazing. We have Fiend Artisan as well.
That is such a cool card. Trevor, I know you love that card.
Oh, I fucking love Fiend Artisan. That's in my casual core vote list. It's just a way to get...
It's in mine, too.
Just a way to tutor chain shit into play.
It's something I've been trying and been really, really enjoying recently is Fiend Artisan. It's something that no one's going to counter.
Yeah.
And it has a hard interactability.
Yeah, I mean, you can just sacrifice one of your dorks to get your Orcish Bowmaster or your Weatherbloom Apprentice or, like...
right.
How big's fucking Protean Hulk? He's a set... Yeah, you're probably not going to get anything for that, but, like, you could also...
I've done it before.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you've done it before...
Yeah. I mean, it's like a grindy game where you're like, well, I'm just playing lands and passing, but it works.
But like, yeah, you can use it to get your fucking Docin or your Formidable Speaker out on the field. Yeah. It's like Fiend Artisan works really well. I think more people, especially in Golgari, should fucking test it out.
Should we say what it does?
No, let's just leave it
yes.
at that.
Oh, no, just leave
Yeah.
it?
No.
If you don't know,
It's
you don't know.
No, please.
Yeah. If you know, you know. Fiend Artisan is a Golgari hybrid 1/1 creature that says it gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. And then it says you may pay X, Golgari hybrid, tap it, sacrifice another creature, search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X or less, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library, activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery.
That's maybe the only downside is the sorcery speed, but who cares? I mean,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
it doesn't even matter. You're winning on your turn likely anyways. That's when you're going to have the Dosen protection if you want. And
And how sick would it be if it wasn't, though?
Oh my God, just all the instant speed
Right?
wins. I mean, do
Like,
you
Amos-
run
yeah.
do you run like Emergent Zone or anything?
I've been trying it. Let's see if it's on this current list. I think it is on my current list. Emergent Zone. No, it is not. But I think I just recently took it out. Emergent Zone.
It's not. I noticed when messing around a little bit. So I made my own. I basically copied your list because I'm like, this is where I want to start. This is exactly
Yeah.
what I want. And then I'm
Appreciate
like,
it.
all right, let me make some swaps here and play test and make some swaps. And I don't necessarily know if I think mine's better, but it's like it was more for comfort. Like, okay, but I do want to have like, okay, what am I comfortable playing, but also what is the better, list in general. I do want to play the best version of it. So, but
Of course.
yeah, that's one that I'm like, this list is very pip intensive. So another colorless land, it's like you really just don't have that much room for too many colorless.
Right.
Mana
I found that
sources.
as well. It's like you need, 2 green or 2 black pips a lot in the list. For stuff like Dosen, Bloodthirsty Conqueror is 2 black pips. Hulk is 2 green pips. So Witherbloom is a black and a green, so like it can be kind of hard to do that sometimes if you
He
have
is a black and a
colorless land.
green. Yeah, you end up needing like, okay, I need like 2 black and 3 green and some colorless too to go off. But so it is a little, I will say the deck is mana hungry and pip intensive, but that doesn't, I mean, man, what deck isn't,
Yeah, honestly.
And then you get to play, because you're in green, you get to play the mana dorks. And I loved when you said, we were talking like earlier, when you're like, hey, Orcish Bowmasters is relevant and it sucks. And when you see that out, you're like, I'm going to get pinged.
Yeah.
And I love that you just face that head on and you're like, I'm just going to run more fucking dorks. Like, get fucked.
Yeah. What are you going to
I
do
don't
about
care.
it?
Yeah. We're going to ping up.
Yeah.
I'll just
you
keep
ping
playing
my
these.
dork. I'll play another dork, idiot.
It's like you have mana rocks too, so it's not like you're cutting mana rocks for dorks. You just have even more mana, and you know what?
Creatures
Half
are
the
just-
time, Bowmasters doesn't even make it out. I've seen Rogsai lists cut it. Half the time, I've even seen Blue Farm lists that don't play it,
They're
and it's
cutting.
like people are kind of like cutting it in favor of faster cards, and it's less of a controlling element where you're sitting at the table and you're like, okay, 2 of these decks have black and they're both running Bowmasters and the other one's running blue with a million clones. So there's essentially 3 players with Bowmasters at this table.
Right.
I'm fucked. But
That's how you get. Yeah.
it's not as bad anymore.
Yeah. You get bullied out of the game that way. Like if someone says, hey, Bowmasters, hey, I'm going to clone Bowmasters and let's just ping all of his dorks until he can't play the game. I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah, let's bully the Dina player and not the Blue Farm or... Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They don't listen to me. They're like, no, we have to kill the Dina player.
Oh my god! Story of my life. It's like whenever you play the fucking quirky deck that they're like, but if it goes off, you win. It's like, yeah. Also, Blue Farm, you have Smothering Tithe, Ristic, and Mystic, and a copy of Smothering Tithe out, and like, fuck you.
Right. They're like, yeah, I'm going to wheel. It's like, yeah, but do you realize that you're wheeling Blue Farm and they have no cards in hand and now you're giving them 7 cards?
Like, god damn it. Yeah, no, we love to hit. I don't actually hate Blue Farm, but we love to talk shit on Blue Farm because it's the king of the format right now, and You're damn right. We're gonna take pot
You know
shots
what?
at the king.
It has been for quite a long time too, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah, I can't think of. I mean, there was a time long ago, and this was before I really played. I was maybe like just starting to get into it, and I remember people were still really high on Timna Thrasios
Oh, right.
before the resurgence. Obviously, you know, like the years ago, 5+ years ago, like people were. That was maybe honestly, people really like Blue Farm. It was like a thing, but everyone was playing that Opus Thief variant.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, what? That's
Yeah,
irrelevant now. And now it's actually just like wow, this is just the best deck. It draws infinite cards.
Drawing cards is extremely important, and I will be damned if I don't have any card draw on my list. And that's why I have some weird, maybe questionable card draw engines in this list.
Yeah. Let's point those out. Yeah, perfect segue. After we talk shit about Blue Farm, draw cards. Okay, back to Dina. How does Dina draw cards?
So Dina draws cards usually naturally, which is a kind of a pain. But I've discovered that, you know, once I'm on my turn 3, I attempt to win. Blue Farm already has 25,000 counterspells, I think, in their hand.
I think so, around there.
So that's never happening. So I go, okay, well, we're going to pivot here. So we got Braids is one I'm actually added recently. And I like it because, you know, with the addition of my extra dorks, I can sack those in favor for maybe less creature intensive decks, like maybe like a Is It deck or something, who doesn't have as many creatures in their deck. I can make him either sack their creature or draw some cards, which is pretty nice. So it's a dual purpose, because I can also get them to lose some valuable creatures or I draw cards. So
and yeah,
I
feel like that's even more relevant now that it's not a super mid-rangey where everyone's flooding the board. You'll still see a lot of creatures and longer games, but especially if, like you said, if you kind of pivot, you're trying to win turn 3, hopefully with protection. But if not, you're like, well, I can always jam a Braids and at least put pressure, because a lot of times the Blue Farm list, you'll still see it'll have like Fairy Mastermind and a Timna out. But if you play this and say, okay, I'm going to sack one of my Boreal Druid, and it's like, dang, I don't want to sack either. Now the Timna player has to do that. Now the Turbo player, a lot of times they just have Rog out, or like a Ragavan. Well, shit, I guess I lose my Ragavan. And then, there might be that one player like Kinnan who's got like Kinnan, a Dork, and something else. And they're like, okay, I'll sacrifice my Dork. But that's still slowing them down.
Right.
I still think it's irrelevant. Like if you get it out early as like you said, almost like a pivot. Okay, I can't go super Turbo Hulk or Turbo Dina here, but I can at least play this and put some pressure on everyone.
Mm-hmm. And it's just super useful as well to have a sack outlet on board, a very sneaky little sack outlet as well. If I play Hulk and maybe Dina's not out, I just say at the end step, I sack it with Braids.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's just another sack outlet.
Yeah. So those reanimate spells become, necromancies kind of, where they sack at the end step.
Oh, yeah. I think I did. So
let's see.
I forgot. So I do have, it's pulled up on my screen, but right now you have your list, and then I think that might be my list that I duplicated from yours, and on the right side. Yes. Now, it says we have a 12-card difference. Braids is one of the ones that I swapped out just because I didn't know knowing the explanation behind it, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. I appreciate it, yeah.
There was another one that...
Do you just want to compare the two decks?
Yeah, grab the URL of the one of yours.
No, just go to Ian's deck list and scroll up. And then you can click the I think it's the three.
the more?
Yeah, the 3 dots, the more, right above Dina.
Oh, down a row.
Yeah.
And then you should be able to
And then
compare. And then if you go to your deck, you can either copy the URL or you can like click your deck and it should just pop up.
Okay.
Like that?
Yeah,
Sweet.
like that.
Yeah. Okay. And it
Nice.
shows the 12 cards that you're unique between the two.
Nice. Okay, yeah, this is way better, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the main thing. So I took out Defense Grid and Vexing Bauble, and which are kind of like these defensive, cards that are going to protect your combo. And I went in favor of Destiny Spinner and Allosaurus Shepherd. But I guess it kind of depends. I might swap one of them out and have one of the artifact ones just for a little more versatility. But I was more afraid of something getting countered. But you're of the, like, hey, I just don't want people to be able to interact on my turn. Or I want them to be able to interact as little as possible.
Right. There are more than one ways to counter a deck. They can hit you with, let's say you go Dark Ritual, Culling the Weak, Hulk. And then they go, okay, Mindbreak Trap. That's not a counter spell. It's a exile.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So stuff like Vexing Bauble and Defense Grid will turn that off for the most part.
Gotcha.
And then the Vexing Bauble being able to sack it, I think that's because I'm like, a lot of times I would read it and I'm like, man, doesn't this also, like, if you pass the turn, this just allows other players to go off? But it's like, someone can always slip you a Force of Will and say, hey, we need to cast this right now. Can you sack your Vexing Bauble? And you're like, all right, if I have to. It is something. And then you get a draw a card off it. So, like, okay.
Yeah, you get a card.
Yeah, I might come back. Yeah, I was kind of low on Vexing Bauble. Not low, but I'm like, I like it in Magda because you can tutor it out and sack it. But yeah, maybe it just belongs in more decks.
Vexing Bauble is quite strong because of that. Because you can keep it out and, turn off all that blue player interaction. And you can also be like, hey, if I sack my Bauble, do you have an interaction here to stop this player?
Yeah.
Great.
And use it as a little political piece, too.
Yeah. I'm lower on Defense Grid, I will say that. But it's a very cheap way to protect all your spells.
Yeah, it's
mana.
too colorless. You don't have to have any pips. You're not taking... Because if I had Destiny Spinner or Allosaurus Shepherd in hand, but I'm like, okay, I've got 3 green pips, but I need to cast Dina and get the Hulk out, and this Chord of Calling, and I only have a couple creatures, so I can't convoke enough, so I have to be using my green pips. Well, but if you have a Defense Grid, you can do that off a Soul Ring or just any additional mana that you have. So... yeah, I will also say I've never been that high on Defense Grid myself, but I think I might make the swap I might swap Vexing Bauble and Allosaurus Shepherd.
Yeah.
Because I think the green spells can't be countered isn't as good as just creatures and... although green spells, so your green tutors can't be countered either. That's hard.
True.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, but I cut the Allosaurus Shepherd when Bowmasters came out because a lot of the time people would just be like, boom, pin your Allosaurus Shepherd because I want to counter your spells. So it's a kind of you get 2 for 1.
And the Destiny Spinner is a 2/3, so it's significantly more resilient to Bowmaster triggers.
I like Destiny Spinner a lot. I will say that. But I just found that the colorless pip is really nice to have. I went in favor of Dosen over Destiny Spinner to completely stop anything instead of just creatures and enchantment spells.
Now, you're probably only just because of the risk of Dosen, it does apply to other players. You got to be sure. I mean, there's been times with decks where I'm like, hey, this might give the win to someone else, but I just got to go for it. So go for Dosen. Let's cast Breach or something, in Thras Vial or something. And I think I'm off it now, but sometimes, and then you don't get there, and you're like, well, shit, someone else might win, but
if only I had a sack outlet in the command zone.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, oh my God, that's so true. So this Dosen is really good in this deck. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just keep forgetting. See, I don't have the experience. So I look at this list, I'm like, oh, this is so good. And it's like, it's even better. Dina really does a lot. For a 2-mana uncommon.
I know.
It's kind of broken.
It goes under the radar a lot because it's not in blue. So people are like, okay, this deck's just going to try to win and then do nothing.
Now, I also see you have Dark Confidant. I think I took that. Yeah, I took that out of mine. I was a little bit scared because of the Mikaeus and Protean Hulk. I'm like, you've got some big hitters.
Oh, yeah.
But you're not an ad Nas deck.
Yeah.
I think I did try Nas out, and I was like, nope. This is not a great Nas deck.
I've had Nas on for a long time, and then I finally caught it, and I've been so happy since. I haven't missed it. It's just a 5-mana spell sponge. That thing gets countered instantly because you're in Golgari and you're a Hulk deck. They're like, oh, he has to win off of that immediately. No.
Yeah.
I used to add Nas for value.
And then I forgot, is Necro in this?
Necro is in this deck, yes.
Okay.
Necropotence is a little bit more controlled.
Yes, like you're not doing the, on the end step, or before the end step, pay 25 life, go down to 5, I'm trying to win at instant speed. This is, that's hey, I'm controlling, I'm refilling my hand, getting some extra cards.
Go up to 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also, this deck is also more than capable of being like, if you find your window, I'm going to pay 35 life and just go for it. If you want to.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. If there's some kind of window where everyone is one out of interaction and you are absolutely sure, then yeah. But it's very unlikely that you should do that.
So what's the, not the snow-covered forest, what's the second card, the Emissary?
This is another Essence Warden, but it's better.
Oh, because it's just Death Touch.
Yeah, it's a 1 with Death Toucher.
Oh, and so let's go, I guess this is a good time to talk about the actual Hulk line. So what I understand is you sacrifice Hulk and you search out Bloodthirsty Conqueror and Virulent Emissary and or Essence Warden, and you have them enter and you stack the triggers so that Virulent Emissary or Essence Warden enters first, and then the Bloodthirsty Conqueror enters, triggers the life gain, and then that's what starts the loop, and you just instantly on ETB.
Right. Or the second version is, let me change here, go here just to see. The second version is if you Dina is not out and you have sacked it with like a Braids or maybe a Carrion Feeder, you can go Hulk into Activated Sleeper, Carrion Feeder, or if you already have it out, it's even better actually. Here, there's a lot of loops. So let's say you have a Carrion Feeder out. Mm-hmm. You sack Hulk. You go Activated Sleeper, Dosen. Your line is completely uninteractable at this point now. Then you sack Activated Sleeper as a copy of Hulk. You get Mikaeus Ballista, and then you ping everyone to death.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Activated Sleeper, it becomes a copy of something that went into the graveyard this turn, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's 2 colorless and a black with flash, 0/0. You have Activated Sleeper enter as the battlefield as a copy of any creature card in the graveyard that was put there from the battlefield this turn, except it's a Phyrexian in addition to its other types.
So it's another Hulk, and then sack it again, get your other stuff. So you basically just said, okay, we're just going to add Dosen and then a copy of Hulk to just go, and now I'm going to get my thing, and we're protected here.
It's pretty clean.
Right now it's protected and safe. But if you if you don't have Carrion Feeder out, you can also just pay 1 and do the same thing if you have Dina out. So you go pay 1, sack Hulk, Sleeper Dosen, pay another 1, sack Sleeper, and then do your combo.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a Hulk copy, and then you just get your Machias Walking Ballista. But there's tons of ways to win. I don't often go for the Bloodthirsty Conqueror Essence Warden because I've
really
oftentimes a lot of my play group. I've been playing Dina for a long time. They know that they need to kill Dina at specific times, so it wouldn't often work very well.
Okay, so they in response to the Hulk sack, they're like, okay, we can't deal with that, but we can Swords to Plowshares Dina.
Yeah.
But if you just get Machias and Walking Ballista, that just wins you
with
the game,
sack
right?
Outlet. Yeah.
So what's the... Because Walking Ballista, Machias it gives it Undying, right?
Yeah, so the combo works. It's a 3-card combo. Machias says it's 3 colorless and 3 black pips. Intimidate, legendary creature, zombie, cleric, fire 5. Whenever a zombie deals damage to you, destroy it. But also, the important is that other non-human creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Undying. Which is, of course, when it dies, it comes back with a +1/+1 counter. It returns to the battlefield.
Okay.
So then with Blocking Ballista, it enters as a 0/0, dies, has a +1/+1 counter, but unfortunately, it's a non-human, so it gets +1/+1 because it's Machias' static ability, and that's not a counter. So it just statically enters as a 1/1.
Okay.
Oh, so you have to remove the counter, ping someone, and then sack it.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So it's not just the 2-card combo. You need some sort of free sack outlet.
Right, and that's why we have Carrion Feeder in the deck, and also Viscera Seer, just to have both in there.
Okay.
Another Hulk line that I like to do a lot as well is if I'm like, I don't have the mana, I can do Activated Sleeper, Carrion Feeder, Sylvan Safekeeper, and then I can have another way to protect my board with Sylvan Safekeeper being sacrifice a land to target creature you control can't be the target of spells or abilities this turn. Another way to protect the combo for cheaper.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, a Sylvan Safekeeper, and that way you can protect your Dina too. Because that's the, like you said, I didn't even think about that. Because I'm like, man, this is harder to interact with. But even if you're going to get Dosen and Activated Sleeper, if they just kill, you might be able to get away with it a couple times. But then once people know, they're like, okay, we have to kill Dina.
Right. It flies under the radar until you've played it a few times. And then people understand the how valuable it is to have on the board.
Oh, absolutely. And then, what was the other card? Oh, yeah, you said Formidable Speaker. So when that came out, I was immediately like, so I have kind of like more of a meme Rogthras list. I am a self-proclaimed Thrasios whore. I play Kinnan, and of course, like Thrasios is in there. And then I have a Rogthras list, and then I have a Thras Vial Smasher list. But I immediately threw it in Rogthras because you're like, okay, you discard, you get the Sowing Mycospawn, which you cast and just get Cradle, and then now you have the Untapper already ready to go.
Right.
So, but what is the main use in this?
What is Sowing Mycospawn?
Sowing Mycospawn is it's like 3 and a green, and it's on cast. So it's like an Eldrazi. It has a green pip, but it has Devoid, so it's has no colors. And on cast, you search for any land and put it onto the battlefield.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
So even if they force of will the sowing myco spawn, it doesn't matter. You still get your Gaia's Cradle. So it's honestly, it's just a waste to even counter it. Then you can bounce it back to hand and get the Talon Gates of Madara, and then you have your, Oboro Breeze Collar loop. So it's just so powerful. But yeah, I was curious. I'm like, what does not that I'm like, why would this be in here? But I'm like, ooh, what's the utility?
Well, I mean, one, it does untap Cradle, which is awesome. I love it.
So it does do what I thought it did.
It also tutors for a creature. So it also actually, very importantly, and this is amazing that it does this, it discards a creature like Hulk.
Oh, yeah. You just discard. So if you, like we were saying, of course, we are always so unlucky to draw our Hulks.
Yeah.
But then you discard it, and then you tutor for, I don't know, Dosen or something. Okay. Good luck.
Yes.
Dosen goes out, and then reanimate. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to win. There's so many lines in this deck. That is awesome.
Oh yeah. And this little deck is all lines. Oops, all lines.
Combo lines.
Oh, because there's so many counter spells. Well, I might as well have so many lines.
Yeah.
So my favorite thing to do for value is I go Formidable Speaker, discarding whatever, into Grim Servant, which is another sleeper pick in this deck. That's my Sowing Myco spawn. It says when it enters, search your library for any card with mana value equal to your devotion to black. Reveal it and put it into your hand. You lose 3 life. So it's like Sowing Myco spawn, but it can get you, any number of cards depending on how much black you have. But it will always get you Cradle.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of times, if you have Dina, and this, you can get 2. So even if you had to, it's not out of the question to, at the very worst, you can get Demonic Tutor.
Right. Grim Servant, like Formidable Speaker, gets you a semi-demonic tutor and an untapper. So usually I go, on, let's just say it's on curve, which is unfortunate, but it happens. You go Formidable Speaker on 3, and then you get Grim Servant. And they're like, okay, it's a tutor. Then on 4, you go Grim Servant, get Cradle. Now you have Cradle and an untapper and at least 2 creatures.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And here we're back off to the races. And let's just say, I know it sucks that it's on 4, but let's say maybe your early push gets stopped. You go turn 1, Dork, turn 2, you've got another land and you draw an Ancient Tomb and then a Arcane Signet. Okay, we're going to try and kind of go quick here. And then your Dark Ritual gets countered or something. And then a Bowmasters hits and pings your Dork and you're back kind of set back a couple turns. But you're like, all right, I still have other lines I can pivot to.
My line there is as I get up from the table and say GG.
No, we don't quit. We don't
Never quit. Never back down. No, I'm just joking, of course. But yes, you always have another line. You can always draw something that could be useful, like if you draw Fiend Artisan or something, it'd be sick.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, went out of nowhere with Fiend Artisan.
Now, there's another one I saw. I feel like you put it in there since, recently. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one.
Savanti. Right.
Yeah, what does that do?
So, it is my sleeper pick of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, and I'm still trying it out. But it is a 5-mana trample 4/4 that says at the beginning of the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Savanti, and then you draw X cards and there's X life, where X is the number of counters on Savanti Romeri, which is very similar to the One Ring text.
Yes. Yes.
So this is a creature One Ring. So it's also a beater, a 5/5 when it comes out, kind of. Well, when you go to combat. Right?
Yeah.
So it's with trample, it can beat your opponents to death. You don't even have to swing with it to get your counters. It's a good blocker. It's an amazing blocker, and it's a One Ring effect.
It applies a Timna blocker immediately, and then Yeah, which is relevant in all those kind of decks. Man, if it had reach and it was a crown blocker, oh my god, that would be even better.
Imagine it had lifelink.
Oh, then that would be the game.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Wouldn't that be awesome? God. It would just be like a mini version of, what's that band card? You pay 7 life.
Grizzlebrand.
Yeah, it'd be like a, yeah. But
if only.
If only.
I noticed that it said X is the number of counters on Savanti. It could be any counter. So all you brewers out there that put counters on things, you should try Savanti.
If only it was
try it on.
It would go into fucking Time.
Everything. I know. Oh yeah, Time. Yeah, if it was 3 mana,
it would be perfect.
Holy shit!
I still feel like you could put it in Time, but you know, I digress.
We're not talking about Time right now.
Not as
no. I know someone. Shout out to my boy C Money. He loves Time.
Oh yeah, Time. Trevor picked that deck up, and yeah, no, it's sweet. I was at one point where I'm like, I should try and learn this, and then Trevor, I got to be honest. As soon as you're like, I'm going to learn Time, I'm like, oh thank God, oh thank God, I don't have to deal with it then.
Yeah.
And you've gotten a lot of good pieces recently for this. So not only we were just talking about Formidable Speaker.
Yeah, I'm eating.
I didn't even know the Virulent Emissary. I did not. That must be. Oh yeah, that's same
brand new
set. The
where'd it go? Oh, there's. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
So
I noticed that too. That went under the radar. I was like, wait, is that just a better Essence Warden? Okay. I'll just put both in there.
Yeah, might as well, just in case. Yeah. And then you got Cabbage Merchant, and then the
Cabbage Merchant. I'm trying it out.
Ninja Turtle. If they'll see how that ends up turning out.
Yes. Oh, Badger World Club is gas. Yes. It's gas. It's so good.
And because you have so many dorks in this list too.
Yep.
You have all the 1 mana greens that tap for a green. You've got Elves of Deep Shadow, which I'm a huge fan of because of the color fixing.
It's beautiful.
And then you've got the Delighted. And then you even have birds. Well, of course you have birds. And then you even have Boreal Druid. So you've got 7 dorks.
I love making a Gaia's Cradle a creature. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's the move every time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful. I like this card a lot. It's really great. It makes a creature if you need one. It gives you amazing. It gives you the cannon mana doubling. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's a must-have in my opinion.
All right, let's see really quick. Go down to. I just want to take a quick look at the sorcery and because the creatures are really where this deck shines. But I'm like. Okay, typical sorceries package, but you do have some of the search like Unmarked Grave. You have Reanimate because this is a really good reanimation type deck. Of course, you're going to have Eldritch and Natural Order. That's just Culling Ritual goes hard in this deck. I bet that goes fucking hard as fuck in this deck.
Culling Ritual it actually.
Oh my god! I would keep a hand where it's like, okay, I've got 2 lands and a Dark Ritual and a Culling Ritual. Okay, keep.
How many times I've gone Culling Ritual, kill everything on the board, recast Dina, and then cast Hulk, and just go, okay, good luck.
Holy shit, that much 9 mana. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like I am back in the fucking game right now.
Yeah. A lot of this deck is like, oh, he just won out of nowhere. Okay.
I like that. Like people, because I feel like the main critique that people are going to make is like, duh, you don't have much interaction and people, and it's like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm going to let the blue farm players deal with that. And then I'm going to try and outbeat those decks. And if I can't, I'm really fucking resilient, and I can always come back and have another win attempt. I love decks that do that, by the way. Mardu is a really good color combination for that type of thing. You'll always notice that like decks like Dihada are just constantly pushing, and you're like, can you fucking stop? Yeah. Like, no, I'm going to literally push. No. I'm going to can you win, like the whole classic, can you win on your next turn? Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, always.
Might as well just have that, like, wear that shirt. Just have a shirt with Dina on it, and then like
Can you win on your
the
next
quote,
turn?
and it's some little blue farm player. Can you win on your next turn? Yes, just giant on the back.
I don't like blue farm players. I would just say no.
Nah. Oh god,
My deck doesn't win,
that's
actually.
all
It's
they
like-
do is ask if you can win, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna win the shit out of
I'm
you.
playing casual Dina, actually, guys. I don't win on this turn.
How would you even do that? Because it's like
I don't
you
know.
basically just have the sanguine bond thing. I guess you just try and
You bring with a bunch of
fair
like,
life drain.
yeah, like this stuff, like Essence Warden. By the way, Essence Warden secretly stops a lot of infinite creature combos too. Because if you have Dina and Essence Warden now, it pings your opponent for each time a creature enters, which is not very relevant until someone wants to bring a creature back infinitely.
Oh, yeah. Then you just keep gaining.
Yeah, and then when I gain, each opponent loses.
Oh shit! If you just have that, I'm trying to think. What would? What
It was
decks
really
do
fun.
That?
It was really fun for dockside combos. People were like, "Wait, I can't win here because this idiot Dina player has an Essence Warden."
Get fucked.
Get fucked.
That's awesome. What about like? I forgot. Does Lumra? I'm not like I should know more about Lumra, but I know like the land loops that will end up keep pinging everyone. But once they generate like the infinite mana and stuff, don't they keep bringing back Lumra?
I actually don't know about the Lumra deck.
Lumira, yeah, they keep casting it because they can just keep sacking it and casting it, and then they can get more lands out of the graveyard.
Right. It also stops food chain decks, kind of.
Oh yeah.
Unless your food chain actually does something on ETB, and then you're cooked. But it stops some food chain decks.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't like Atali would still. It's enough though, where if like Atali gets one of those like, okay, turn one mana vault, turn two, Treasonous Ogre into Atali, and they're pretty low on because what do they have to pay, like 21 life? Yeah,
yeah.
So that's a lot. And then they're at a situation where, and then maybe they've lost a couple from a fetch land or someone hits them and they're like, okay, well, we're at like less than 15 life right now. And they're like, okay, I can get my food chain thing going. And it's like, yeah, you better hope that you hit something relevant off the top in the first couple hits. And then every other creature they cast, I'm going to cast this creature and this creature. And it's like, no, you're getting pinged every time.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee, but it does put like a wrench in things. It's like having to play around it.
They have to think a little bit.
Okay, so we talked about sorceries. And of course you have the Chain of Smog, a Witherbloom.
I've taken it in and out many times, but I've decided, whatever.
Simple.
It's your Thorical combo.
Yes, exactly. Yep, that's the perfect way of looking at it. It's my version of Thorical.
It does suck because you can get blown out really easily. But
yes, if someone just waits till you've discarded your hand, and it's like, all right, but it's a good like second win attempt. Like, hey, I tried the Hulk thing, and I had to use some. I had to use a Dark Ritual, so I don't have enough mana to quite get it going again yet. But then you're like, okay, well, I have this Witherbloom in hand, or I have the Chain of Smog in hand, and I drew a, Natural Order. Oh, okay, well, at least I can catch the Natural Order, get Tutor out the Witherbloom, and then just see if this works. And sure, if you get blown out, you get blown out, but worth a shot at that. It's either that or you're out of the game, or you're waiting multiple more turns.
Exactly. You might as well try. What you do, you big bang, is just you go Culling Ritual, Dosen, Witherbloom, Chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another reason I have that many effects in there of like stopping people from playing the game on my turn is because of Witherbloom, Chain. Like having Dosen or Vexing Bobble even, or Defense Grid can stop people from interacting.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the instance package, you got Veil of Summer, Autumn's Veil.
Right.
of course, I mean, Nature's Claim is a given. I was wondering if...
Yes.
Because sometimes I will make the swap for Force of Vigor, which I think I put that in mine, but I think I kept Nature's Claim. But is it not as good because of the card disadvantage aspect?
Yeah, you were already very low on cards most of the game. You have to really scrap. You're already scrapping already. So putting yourself low on cards to get rid of that... let's say, what's that 1 mana artifact enchantment or artifact that prevents things from entering from the graveyard?
Oh, Grafdiggers.
Yeah, like that's like the main reason you have Nature's Claim in there is Grafdiggers. So
and you're
might as
like,
well not go negative.
Yeah, you don't
like,
want to top deck a Force of Vigor and being like, well, shit, I need like 8 mana to get this combo going, which this deck can do, but I have to use half of it on this Force of Vigor. Or wait another turn and hope. Yeah. Okay. So it's easier to just commit the 1 mana.
Also, secretly, Nature's Claim is just insane because you can hit your own mana vault with your Exquisite Blood out and gain 4 life, which starts the combo.
Oh, nice.
yes. Boom. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. There's so many little things. Oh, there's so many good little, like, synergies. See, that's how I know that you've been on this deck list a long time, because you're like, hey, guys, Nature's Claim over Force of Vigor. Because I was thinking, oh, that's an Adnaz choice, but you don't play Adnaz anymore. But nope. No. See, those are those things. That's why I like talking to people who've been playing a deck for a long time, because other people will just take their general knowledge of the format and be like, well, why wouldn't you do this? Why wouldn't you do this?
Right.
And you know, and you have the exact reason because you know. Like, there's a friend of mine who plays Ob Nixilis, and he's been deck. Only on... Oh, it's so cool. And he's like, you know how the main 1-card win combo is all will be 1. And he's I actually don't play it because it is a draw magnet. If it gets exiled early and I don't have the mana, or even it just gets exiled late and I'm like trying to storm off, he's like, it's a win more card. If I'm at the point where Ob Nixilis is doing its thing, I'm just storming off and winning the game. It's kind of like how Frank said in VV, he's a VV player, and he took out the Quicksilver amulet. Or not Quicksilver amulet, the Quicksilver elemental.
Yes,
he's if it's just a expensive creature that, yes, I get infinite mana, but if I'm doing everything right, I just don't need that. And I'm just going through. People see that, and it turns into a lightning rod, and they go, oh, no, you're winning the game. Let me stop you right now. But if you have something where it's like, well, are you going to counter a Ponder? No, okay, keep going. Are you going to counter this Brainstorm? Are you going to counter this? And then all of a sudden they go, Mind's Desire. And you're like, and then oh, shit. And just those, like, insider knowledge of cards and where they fit.
Yeah, minimize lightning rod cards.
If possible. There's certain ones where it's like, I'm not going to not play Bloodthirsty Conqueror.
Yeah, I can't not play Exquisite Blood.
Yeah. But even though that'll turn everyone's heads immediately, it wins me the game, so of course. But those ones that don't win you the game immediately but look like they do are like, those are ones where if you can take them out in favor of something better, I think those are worth it.
Right, yeah.
Then because you're not on Nas, you don't worry about things like Deadly Rock. Of course we're running that. Of course we're running Dismember.
Yeah, 2-mana exile.
I don't care. Yeah, free exile.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I said 2 mana because Dina, but yeah, basically free exile.
Oh, yeah. 2 mana exile.
Summoner's Pact is great for a lot of reasons, but I could go infinitely into how good Summoner's Pact is now.
And I noticed another thing, and maybe again because it's low card advantage, but I noticed no Elvish Spirit Guide.
No Elvish Spirit Guide. No, I had it in the deck for a while, but we aren't really looking to win first. Low-key, we're looking to win second. All these turn 2, turn 1 Rogthras, Rogsai, decks that win on turn 2, 3. You want to look. We kind of want to win around turn 4 or 5 or 6 with protection. That's our perfect little window before everything gets too crazy, and we can just jam a win and jam a win and have it be uninteractable or very hard to interact with, and then see if you can, you have a backup plan after it or you win there. So.
Yeah, and it's not that just because turn 4, 5, and 6 is the optimal window, that doesn't mean that you can't have these super fast wins.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah,
They're
I can
absolutely
win
built in the deck.
Turn 1 and 2 with a few rituals and stuff like that. I could go Dina, Exquisite Blood, and then they just go, well, I have a mana vault that I tapped. So
shoot. Yeah. But... And also, it might sound like, well, that's bad. You don't want to be like aiming for turn 4, 5, and 6. But I think if you are sitting at a table and you're like, okay, there's a blue farm and a Rogsai. It might seem, some people might say, okay, that's bad. But at least you can say, okay, these decks are going to cancel each other out a little bit. You can at least go and say, hey, I ain't got no blue over here. Good luck.
Yeah.
But you can hold that dismember up, and at least Blue Farm is going to be fighting. Rogsai is going to be going as fast as he can. And if in a pinch, you're like, hey, yes, I can dismember or Beseiju something or Deadly Rollick or whatever, or Nature's Claim, you still have your windows to stop things. You can still Beseiju or Nature's Claim their breach. And the blue farm player can back you up. You're not out of the out of the race by any means, so you don't have to necessarily be that afraid. And then if you are at a table that's a little more grindy, you have more of these uninteractable lines or that are difficult because you are going to be playing things like, maybe I know yours doesn't run Allosaurus, but you might be running Allosaurus or like yours runs Defense Grid, Dosin, Vexing Bauble, things like that. And you're okay making that push a little bit later in favor of protection. I almost think the most risky game is you sit down with like a bunch of turbo decks. You might be a little worried.
Yes, that is absolutely the worst case scenario is you sit down with Rogsai, Cannon, and like Rockfast as your pod, and you're just like, okay, well, I'm just cooked. What you do there is you
at least it's 3 blue players though. But if you're sitting against like Rogsai, Timna Dargo, and like fuck me, like then you're cooked because it's these guys are not going to be interacting with each other at all. There's one blue player, and it's Rogsai, so good luck getting them to do anything but protect their own win. And then, I mean, what is the move in that?
So
like, you sit down, and you're like seat 3, so it's not great, but you're not going last.
You get up from the table and leave.
I quit. I resign.
GG. No, you mulligan aggressively for a creature to stop and prolong the game, like a Braids would be fine, I guess, but you really want like Oof. Like you want a way to find Oof or Bowmasters or Oppo.
You've got like enough, like it's not necessary. Oh, and you even have, do you have Dalby in here? You do. Okay, so that stops the breach combos. You've got the Oppo to stop the like tutor chains that they're doing, like a lot of post Naws or even pre Naws. They'll be like, all right, I'm gonna vampiric tutor and try and get that, the Naws to the top. So you've got options. So it's like it's not a stacks deck at all, but you've got those stacksy kind of creatures in there.
You can pivot because you're in black.
Yeah.
Yeah. You also, if you don't find those in your first few mulligans, maybe like this is a kind of a dark scenario, but because you're kind of screwed at this point. But like 1 or 2 interaction pieces in your on your board, maybe like a Nature's Claim or something, or Abrupt Decay or Beseiju.
So you're not out of the game, and then
Vexing Bubble was also not bad.
No, it does stop a lot of the post-Nas, like Mox Opal and Mox Amber, and, well, no, can't do that. Can't cast Rog. If you go before Rog, you're like, I'm sorry, buddy.
You're like, get wrecked.
Get wrecked, dude.
Yeah.
You got your One Ring, of course, and then Mana Vault, and but
just because,
you don't even have to be that artifact heavy. You're playing all the good ones. Amber, Chrome Mox. No Mox Diamond, I noticed, but that again.
No Mox Diamond because we're low on lands.
Yeah, low on lands and card advantage in general. You don't want to be like, well, I could get Dina out turn 1, but I have to get rid of this Baseaju, and I'm looking at a Rog Sai player next to me.
Right.
Maybe
I've learned, Dina turn 1 never does anything, I mean, unless you're winning on turn 2 or 3.
Okay.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, so you don't really want, you want to be turn 1 dork.
If you're looking for turn 1 Dina, what are you doing? What's your next game plan? You hope to draw Exquisite Blood?
Yeah, that's true. Or a tutor to get. That's a good point. It's absolutely central to the deck, but it's not like a turn 1 Kinnan that is propelling you forward. It is just the key piece that glues everything together, but it is not by any means an advantage engine.
Right, like a turn 1, a good turn 1 in this deck it's just a dork, honestly. It's like land birds, and then even on the second turn, like if you go like land birds, badger and wool cub. Yeah. That turn's awesome.
Or like if you can get like a lucky, like, I've got a Mana Vault and
like a
like a Lotus Petal or something. I've got Cabbage Merchant, turn 1. There we go.
Right.
So I could see if you had a Mox Amber and you're like, okay, I can get like a turn 1 Dina and then cast this Mox Amber and cast a Birds off of it. Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But it's not the goal. And then so standard artifact package, but not super heavy because you're not turboing. Nah. It can go fast, but you're just looking for the best bang for your buck artifact wise.
Right. I found that Signet and Talisman, it doesn't feel good because on the turns you're casting them sometimes, since they're 2 mana, you'd rather just cast Dina. I know it's kind of opposite of what I said, but like I think Dina is better than a Signet or a Talisman.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
Okay.
I get that.
Yeah.
And if you're so dork heavy, you're fine with that.
Right.
And then enchantment wise, of course, Exquisite Blood. You've got the Animate Dead. No Necromancy, but I think I might have put that in mind just to mess around with it. Or maybe you had it at one point and I copied it.
I did.
Okay, so maybe I just copied that and kept it. Did you just notice that just not as good?
It's a great card. But the text is so weird. And it doesn't work how you think it will. Yeah, everyone's sick of reading this card, but I don't remember specifically what exactly happens, but
you have to sacrifice it if you cast it at instant speed. So you get so what you could do is an instant speed Hulk line on someone else's turn. So that is one of the best things.
Right.
You could, hypothetically, imagine this. You could get one of those, like, culling the weak hands, and you sacrifice something, and you entomb a Hulk with the 1 mana, and then the 3 mana, you necromancy it. And you do this on someone else's turn.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then that just gets the Hulk line going.
Yeah, but you can't do it on your turn. Like... if you do that on your turn, it's technically not sorcery. It's technically sorcery speed. So you have to, like, for example, for one time, since I was on my turn, I had to go Entomb, Necromancy, Entomb, and then cast Summoner's Pact, and then in response to Summoner's Pact, cast Necromancy, because then now we're instant speed. It's so finicky.
So you can. Okay. But that is possible.
Yeah. But it's finicky, and I ended up cutting it. I actually, if you noticed...
If you're at like a competitive slots kind of place, like
Right.
It's Animate Dead's cheaper. And like we said, a lot of times you're trying to win on your turn, protected. Mm-hmm. You don't need to win in response to people. That's not this deck's goal.
Since Grapdiggers is actually just available to everyone in every deck, because that card sucks. I hate that card. Anyway.
As a Kinnan player, I agree.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
We are not on a lot of reanimation packages. We got Animate Dead, we got Reanimate, and we got a land that we can use. And I think that's about
really
it.
You just want to get Hulk out. You just want to get it out as quick as possible.
Right.
I've noticed that like over certain now it's not because if this deck was full of reanimation targets, sure. But if you have one card in the deck that you realistically want to reanimate, and that's Hulk. If you have 5 different reanimation spells or 6 or whatever, every time you draw those, they're dead cards unless Hulk's in the graveyard. So you just play the best. You're like animate dead, reanimate, and a land.
Right.
That's it. Okay. That makes perfect sense to me.
Mm-hmm. And then we get the one card win cons, Pattern of Rebirth, and then I don't know if you saw it, but Natural Order. Yeah,
yes.
The one card wins on Dina specific. That's one of my favorite points about Dina is just like I have a Pattern of Rebirth, I win the game if I have enough mana.
Yep. If that was the same thing with Minsk, Beloved Ranger. It's like, man, once you get Pattern of Rebirth, you just win. I love the green decks like this, Hulk decks. You can get away with running so many tutors. Like it might even be one of those decks that's worth running Grim Tutor in. Just because if you just get whatever you want, you can win the game off of that. You just need one card. It's so... And decks like... even something like Rogsai, of course you're going to be running all the cheap tutors, but they don't want to spend 3 mana for a Grim Tutor to get their Adnaz, but you don't care. You're not trying to worry about the life. Like, you just want to get... If I can get one card, if I can get my Pattern of Rebirth, I just win.
Right. That's why I have stuff like Wishclaw in here. I don't have Grim. I've thought about Grim a lot, though. That is a good card, and I would never, ever judge you for running Grim Tutor in this deck.
I would judge people for running it in certain decks, but in this deck where you're like, I just want to have another tutor to draw my combo.
Right.
To get it going, yes.
Yeah.
And of course you got survival of the fittest.
Right.
That's a given.
Right. I'll get more on that later. Survival is amazing. But I'm actually surprised. I've been talking... I made a Dina Discord just for Dina Soul Seeper. I don't know if you've joined yet, but feel free to.
I will. I would absolutely love to join.
I've ended up running it with my buddy, and it's just about all things Dina, casual and tournament, cEDH, and everything.
So just Dina all around.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not everyone's high. Yeah, not everyone's high on evolution. Honestly.
Okay.
Oh, is it just because there's not very many targets to getting Protean Hulk? Because you'd need to have a 5 mana thing to get Protean Hulk. And then I guess you could get your Grim Servant, but then you'd have to have enough black pits to then get something else, and then I tutor for something. Yeah, it's like you almost tutor too much. You don't want to...
Yeah, it's too much, right? But I've cleverly constructed my mana bit. I will pat myself on the back for this. I've constructed my creatures to be pretty accessible to Eldritch Evolution at most parts of the game. Like, Braids goes into Bloodthirsty.
Yep.
Doubthy can go into... Where is it? The
Grim.
Bridge...
The Grim thing
exactly.
That we're talking about. Yeah.
The bridge all of these is that most of these are a demonic tutor. Eldritch Evolution kind of becomes a demonic tutor with Grim Servant. It's a bridge. It bridges all of them together.
And all you have to do is if you have Dina and Grim Servant, we already said that, and then, or if you have like a Dark Confidant or a Doughty Voidwalker early game, even a Deathrite, it's just one more thing. Now I can get that 3 mana. Now... Like we said, even if you just Grim Servant for a demonic tutor, this deck will have the mana for it.
Savanti can get you into Hulk. You can you can draw your EE with Savanti, and then EE it for Hulk. Or you could also EE it into Bloodthirsty Conqueror. It's really fun.
And then for some reason you need to get rid of Savanti, you can do that into the Hulk too. So
if you wanted to win. So
that's locked down. And then was there any more enchantments? I think there was Sylvan Library. I mean, why not? Just you need the card draw. You're not paying a ton of life. So it's worth it. I know it can be a little bit of a magnet. People say it's slow, but it is. But that's the world we're in. If you need card advantage, you're going to play the Dark Confidence and Sylvan Libraries. That's just
I like it. It's all right. Yeah. Survival, amazing. This card, discarding any one of these cards into anything. I mean, like I said, you can discard a dork into Grim Servant, and now it's a demonic tutor. You can discard your Hulk into what was the line? You discard Hulk, find Grim Servant finds Animate Dead.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Yep. And you've got your Dina out for sort of the second Black Pip. Animate Dead, bring back the Hulk, you go off.
Right. All these survival has so many combos. This Machias is a dead draw. There is a line, I don't remember, off the top of my head, but you can win the game with Machias in the graveyard. So you can discard Machias for Hulk or something like that and go off like that as well. Because Machias is your dead draw, unfortunately. Every Hulk has one.
Yeah. Because that's hard to cast.
Yeah,
but if you get, it's even so. It's like sometimes you just dead draw it, and you're like, all right, we got to pivot.
What is it?
Right,
or I just got to build up mana. I've had that where I'm like, all right,
just hope to God.
Time to Vampiric Tutor for a Dark Ritual.
It's not terrible to cast because then all your creatures are base 2/2, and also you could kill them and then reanimate them for base 3 and have them all be 3/3s. Like you could swing at your opponent with an army of 3/3 dorks.
You could get a double Hulk trigger if you had like a sack outlet and you had to hard cast Machias, and then you're like, well, time to hard cast my Protean Hulk. Well, I get like a double trigger off that.
It's double trigger and Grim Servant is really nice. Double tutor.
Did I take? Okay, I got to put Grim Servant back in.
It's so good. I get why you didn't see it. I get it.
Bad if I am editing my deck list right now.
No, I've turned you to the light side.
All right, Grim Servant is in. I think we said
you're a believer. I've
Allosaurus Shepherd. I think that's got to be the move to get out.
Right.
And then I think I actually take out... All right, I'm not going to do too much, but Grim Servant's in. You sold me on that.
Good. It's just such a bridge card. I saw that card and I like the biggest light bulb in my head. I was like, wow, this card is nuts.
I'm still not fully sold on Braids. But
that's fair.
I see why you run it. Like, I'm glad we talked about that, because that was one of the big ones where I'm like, okay, I want to hear about the Savanti, but I was like, okay, I really want to hear the reasoning behind Braids, because I get it. Like, I've played it I have like a bracket 3 correct deck, which that's why I like this so much, because it's a whole life gain, life drain, and it's bracket 3, but I do have the Exquisite Blood Sanguine Bond combo in there. I just don't have any tutors. Right. I just hope to draw it, and it's a late game combo. And I don't have a ton of interaction, so it's still like, it comes out late game, and half the time I just kill myself because I pay too much life. But this reminds me of it, because I'm like, oh yeah, it's got the whole life drain, Sanguine Bond in the command zone combo. But I tried playing Braids in there, and I just couldn't really get it going. But I guess it's just not in casual. There's so many targets, and people are like, sure, I'll sack my Birds of Paradise, whatever.
1 million 1/1s or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. But in this format where every creature is so relevant and powerful, it's like, ooh, man, you really force people to sacrifice. And it's not just a creature. It's an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. So
planeswalker.
Any permanent type. I'm guessing most of the time it's going to be an enchantment or a creature. Because, man, even if... Although there's not really many enchantments you want to sacrifice.
No, but artifacts, like if you tap your mana vault to do something, you can sack it now. And now you don't have to pay for it.
Now everyone has to sack it. Oof. Yeah, and we're not in like Treasure World as much as we used to be.
We're not in
Darkside. They're still there. So sometimes you're like, okay, I'm not going to sacrifice an artifact if everyone's got treasures on their board. But
we're not in Treasure Hell anymore, at least.
Yeah, Treasure Hell. Now it's mid-range Hell, and then now we're in... I don't think Turbo is Hell.
Not yet.
That's going to be my...
Turbo Paradise.
I don't even know if that's my Turbo Paradise. We can all just drool all over ourselves. And
I win first.
Turn 2.
New game.
Yeah. I pushed. Yes. I don't even care if I won or not. Oh, man.
The fact that Blades is a sack outlet at the end step is what pushes it for me.
Yeah.
Just so you can sack... it's so nice to be able to cast Hulk and then and they're like, the gotcha moment where they have to either sack Dina or Braids, but no matter what they lose.
They can't just.
That's my favorite thing.
Shit.
Yeah, like it makes it harder to interact with your Hulk. Like,
and it's a little bit of a Staxy control piece, which like sometimes you just need in decks like this that are a little bit more plotty. You're kind of going on, and it's not racing to the finish, but but you still have options to control the game while you're there.
Another option against all turbo as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now go back down. I think we're done with enchantments, and then. The only one, I mean, it's pretty standard. We've got Gaia's Cradle. There was one that it's
Shifting Woodland?
Oh, I put it in mine, Lazatop Query, because it's a sacrifice on a land.
Right. This is the sacrifice a creature at a mana of any color, or X to tap. Sacrifice a desert, which is itself is a land desert. Exile a target creature of mana value X from your graveyard, create a token that's a copy. That's a 4/4 black zombie, and it's a sorcery. Activate only as a sorcery. I have been looking at this card. However, it is essentially a colorless land.
Yes, because you don't want to be sacrificing your dorks. You're not creating tokens that you're sacrificing. So
right.
It's not a Phyrexian tower that it doesn't boost you up, man. I would say. It synergizes with the, Hulk's in the graveyard, I can get it, but then you can't repeat it. You better get something good on your first tutor, and then your Hulk's gone.
My version of this card taps for green mana, at least, and does essentially the same thing for less mana, and for all of permanents, and that would be Shifting Woodland. This card is nuts. This card's ridiculous. Because you could do stuff with Survival of the Fittest. You go, pay a green, discard Hulk, pay 4, Shifting Woodlands is now a Hulk. Sack Hulk. The land.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, you're right.
You can entomb
you're right, it is
blood.
Just that.
You can entomb Exquisite Blood and then make this a copy of it. I've done that before. It's awesome. This card is my favorite green card. Yeah, this card's awesome.
You just went, oh my god.
Yeah,
and that's hard to interact with. Yeah. It's hard to interact with a land becoming so. And then even if someone's like, oh, okay, well, it's an enchantment. I have a Nature's Claim or something. And you're like, okay, ping you 1 life, and and you're dead.
What's funny is that even if they're like, okay, I'm going to counter your Exquisite Blood. Okay, that adds to enchantment in my Delirium. So the next turn you go pay 4 mana, and now I have an Exquisite Blood in my battlefield.
Oh man, and those kind of plays come out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I forgot about that card.
Dang, yeah. I've made that mistake too, where I'm like, someone will play Shifting Woodland. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I know. But then you look at the graveyard and you're like, all right. And then you just forget about it. It's not a lightning rod necessarily, because it's hard to interact with lands.
Right.
You know, everyone's maybe playing a little bit of maybe land interaction because of the Gaia's Cradle decks, but even so, they almost never.
Right.
I was making this comment to Trevor. Was I making this to you the other day where I'm like, you don't even want to waste a slot on it because you're like, they'll just counter it. If I have like an Assassin's Trophy to blow up their Gaia's Cradle, they're just going to fucking counter it anyways. Or they're going to be like, well, I make 1 billion mana in response, and then, okay, my Gaia's Cradle's gone. And you're like, dang it. So,
exactly.
Not that you shouldn't if you can blow up their Gaia's Cradle, but it's still like, I wouldn't be wasting slots for it. But then that means Shifting Woodlands is just that much more protected just by being a land.
It also, you know, if you already have a Cradle out, it makes your Crap Rot useful again. Your Crap Rot is now a reanimation spell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The graveyard becomes whatever
Jesus.
you want.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I've been playing this deck for a long time.
Yeah.
We can tell.
Can we do a couple, like, test hands?
Test hands?
Let's, like, do
Yeah.
a play test.
Sure. Oh, one more thing I was going to talk about in lands-wise is Mortuary. Now, if you don't have a turn 1 dork, that sucks, but your hand is still keepable. You still got your turn 1 play of Surveilling 1, which is not the greatest, but hey, you could hit Hulk. That'd be awesome, right?
I'm definitely not a fan of the... I totally get in this deck where you're not trying to go super fast.
Right.
I hate the Surveillance, but I
That's
get it.
fair.
In this deck, it's like...
Yeah.
This deck does care about the graveyard.
Right. It makes your Worldly Tutor a Entomb, you know, so...
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes
that's
your,
true.
Yeah. Make sure... Yeah. Worldly Tutor being an Entomb is really good. Just being able to surveil just a little bit of card advantage off the top is pretty nice in a deck with no card advantage. And same thing with Takenuma. It's not the greatest card, but it taps for a black, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
exactly. It does.
also-
It's not
yeah.
useless.
Right, and it mills 3, and that also turns your Worldly Tutor into a, Entomb effect that no one would think about. And also is recursion. It recurs a creature from your graveyard to your hand if you need that. So it's a
Oh,
little bit
that's right. I
extra.
always forget about that part of it.
Yeah, Takenuma's cool.
I forgot. Did I have Takenuma on my list? I'm pretty sure I did because I love those channel lands. I know
Yeah, you
Besayaju's
do.
the big one, Otawara,
Yeah,
but
Besayaju.
like Takenuma in a deck like this is absolutely worth running.
Right. All right, test hands?
Yeah. Let's move to
Yeah,
some test
let's
hands.
do a play test. Yeah, I just want to see like what maybe you'd be. That game state looks interesting. That looks like a win.
That it actually is a win, yeah. Anyway.
Bloodthirsty's out. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2.
It's pretty keepable. It's a low on lands, but
It's low on lands and is a risk. This is a risky hand that does nothing. It looks good, right? Because you go, boom. Let's say you draw a land for you draw for turn. Okay, and then you go like this, right? But now what?
I guess you got your Chrome Mox, but
I mean, you could do an Abrupt Decay on your Chrome, and then you could Culling the Weak. Actually,
and
But
you
you're
get
just discarding-
survival, and then I guess you have the
It's-
formidable. It's just
it's
not
so close. Yeah.
and you don't have Dina out yet, so it's just not it.
No,
I wouldn't.
I
If
wouldn't.
this was
keep it.
like a 6 land, or like if this was like if I had to mull down to 6, would you keep that maybe?
I don't even know because you're using too many resources to get anywhere. Diabolic Intent sacks your creature. Survival sacks your creature. Discard your creatures. Discard.
Yeah, you're literally just shitting out your hand, and you might not get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's
that makes
okay.
perfect sense. Okay, so let's say
Right.
this is a second 7 then.
Second 7.
Got the Hulk in
Leno
hand.
Wastes. Demonic Tutor, Summoner's Pact, for those at home that are listening. Douthie, Nature's Claim, Natural Order, and a Protean Hulk. This is not a keep. No lands. No mana, no advantage. You have your Summoner's Pact, but then you die to it in your second turn. You draw a land, cool.
I guess there was one land. There was the Llanowar Waste, but turn one, nothing. Yeah, there's just not enough.
No, so you're going to 6 now. 6. What? I guess I am on Emergent Zone. What?
I know. I didn't see it before.
Wait.
Was it me? Were we accidentally looking at mine?
Is this your deck?
No,
that's yours.
I think it just restarted the game state that you were in, so you might need to like close out and do this again. You know what I mean? So like, because last time you were
refresh the page, maybe.
No, you are on it. Look at that.
What in the hell?
Huh.
What am I doing? I'm throwing. I don't like that card. You know, I think I was trying it out because Dina has no way to win on anyone's turn, and I was trying maybe what if I did. Because
that makes sense. It's worth having something, maybe.
Right. But I am probably just going to
I'd rather have the necromancy.
Right, honestly.
I like how we're making edits right here. Live edits.
On the fly, let's go.
This is what I love to do. We'll go Friction Tower in that slot for now. I like that card. It's a good card.
You can still get like sack an early dork to float a green, sack an early dork, you got 3 mana, and Cabbage Merchant or something.
Right.
Or that's not bad. Yeah, I think that's a good swap.
Oh, this is gas.
So this is beautiful. Is this a 5 or no? We'll say this is the 6 because we had to make an edit.
Yeah.
Even as a 5, I'd keep this.
No, this is keepable as a 5. We pitch Veil. You said 6, right? Oh, 5, sorry.
Yeah, 6 or honestly either way, you pitch the Veil. And honestly, even if it was a 5, I'd just pitch the Veil of Summer too and the Autumn.
Right.
Like, I'd be like, fuck the interaction. We're going.
What I do a lot in Magic is, for first, obviously, shotgun this, is I like to bluff my mana a lot. I have this Vault here that I could cast, but there's no point in casting it because then people are like, okay, he's going to try to turbo. So we'll just go.
Okay. So you're like, just a slow start.
And let's just say, how many creatures you think are on this turn cycle?
No, it depends.
I don't know. Someone plays 1, someone doesn't, and then someone plays 2, so like 3.
Okay, we're back to 41.
Yeah, let's assume there's a Roger and a couple dorks on the field.
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
Cool, Bayou. I am God's luckiest boy. So we go... So I could do Dina here.
You could just do the Sylvan and still
I have enough
kind
cards
of
in my hand.
hide the fact that you have the Mana Vault.
Mm-hmm. And also get a little bit more card advantage. Plus the Essence Warden pads my life total a bit. I would definitely do Sylvan here. And then we're probably going to pay 8. Let's just say we gain 3 or 2 more life. And then turn 3, oops. Let's just say we take 8 and feel great about it. So here, I think we do something interesting. I think this is where we show our hand. We go Forest. We'll keep this Misty in case we want to surveil later if we get blown out. We'll tap this for here.
Okay, so floating
Discard.
Colorless.
The interesting thing is what to discard here. And I think it actually is.
I guess it depends. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because it does depend on... I guess if there was no targets for Dismember, I might do that. Or if I wasn't really worried about getting countered,
Right.
I do Veil.
And we'll just do this for now. And then we'll tutor. Let's say it's at someone's int step, so we'll gain 2 life, sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we will tutor. We have a Grim Servant, and it's going to get Cradle, obviously. So then, we have a Cradle and an Untapper. 1, 2, 3.
And here's another thing to note. Dina has not come out yet.
No, I don't need Dina. I need Dina when I win the game. Also, look how much I've already done on turn 3. This deck is awesome.
And then you're going to draw 3 more cards next turn.
Exactly. I'm just trying to think what I want. I think we'll continue to push our value because I'm drawing cards. They probably have 1 or 2 counter spells by now, but they're not looking. They're probably looking at me and being like, "This is sus," but I don't think they're gonna think I'm gonna win next turn with this game state.
No, because you have 3 mana. Like, okay, what did you? You had to show that you tutored for Grim.
They know I have a Grim Servant, so they know I have a 4 mana tutor. So they're like, "Okay, what could he do?"
Okay, with only, yeah.
See, you gotta just. It's weird because it feels like a turbo
And then
deck,
Mana
but you gotta
Vault
take it slow.
Is tapped.
It is
yeah,
tapped,
no,
indeed.
So you do have to just kind of take your time with it.
Right.
But then this whole time we've had a Veil of Summer that we could have held up instead of the Worldly Tutor to back up another player in a counter war.
Right.
I guess it's your spells can't be countered. But you do have the Dismember, and almost everything needs some sort of creature on the battlefield. And hey, sometimes you have to rely on the other players. If you're like, hey,
Right. So we will go Cub, making a overgrown tomb of a creature. Pay 2, and go Dina. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cradle. Interesting.
we're like 1 turn off.
We are 1 turn off, except we're not. I don't think, actually. Wait. Because we go.
Well, now you basically.
I just see black mana. That's the interesting part. Because I have. My line here was this 1, 2, 3, 4 into Servant, into Cradle, into Untap and Cradle for a bunch of green mana. If I drew Hulk here, I would have won. But I didn't. Alternatively I could do, though.
Oh, yeah, we can't.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is a turn 6 win. With protection. So. Push advantage.
Hold that up. Steal someone. So arguably we're getting something off of that.
Right. Yeah. So
do
we
you
hold
just
this up.
entomb and then the Hulk and then Vampiric Tutor for Reanimate or something?
So entombing, reanimating. Oh, vampire. See, that's a little slower than this option, I think, because now. Wait a second. Check this out. 4. So what if I did this? So I have it. I forgot I have an untapper. What if I? So tap this for green. Oops. To untap this. So now I have 2, 3, 4, 5 mana.
Oh, okay.
Servant. Cradle. Cradle on 6.
Oh, plus 7 because of the Badger Mole.
Right, 7. And a black mana. Still no win, which is crazy, but it's a lot more advantage.
I feel like there's no way to get...
This whole deck is a puzzle, I'll tell you that much.
I know. And now I feel like holding up for opposition agent, because you're basically going to get whatever you want.
Or they're going to say you're going to win next turn. So...
I mean, I still think this is potentially a reanimate.
We push our... Yeah. Well, yeah, if we vamp tutor here, reanimate. They say they eviscerate our board. But yeah, I think we hold up the millions of mana we have.
And either opposition agent if someone tutors, or
vamp tutor.
Yeah. And you can even vamp tutor on your upkeep anyways.
Right.
Oh, well.
Oh, there you go.
Right, exactly. So this is a really kind of a messy hand, but we got there on turn 5.
Yeah, no, that's like just because you have to, and you push so much advantage, and we had interactive pieces that whole time. I think.
Yes, exactly. This is where you want to be. This is exactly where you want to be. You have the Oppo this whole time. You had this Dismember the whole time, protected by this Veil of Summer.
The whole time you're pretty unassuming.
Right.
You don't have any, because that's the other thing is, you didn't have not an Essence Warden, a sack outlet on board. You don't have Hulk and Graveyard. Everyone's like,
all I had is mana. And you can say I have nothing in my hand. And they'd be like, yeah, I probably believe you playing Golgari.
You could even show them a lot of times and be like, hey,
yeah. They're not going to find those lines. Hell, I couldn't even find some of the lines there.
All right, so this is another...
Is 7, yeah.
There's no creature. Well, we got the collector oof, but it. I'd say really first good. 7. I don't know if I don't think I would, but
no, unless it's 3 turbo decks, and then you're like,
yes. Oh fine. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. But
so
no, I think
second,
we go to 2nd.
Ooh.
That sucks. I think I should have kept first.
Oh, god damn it! Turn 1 necro if we have. Well, you know what? I'd say screw it. We keep it.
Okay, or just go for it.
And
game sucks.
Well, and we would have drawn. And we would. That was card for turn. So draw another one though.
I did. That was card, 7, so 8.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but that was turn. Oh, but that was our. This should be our turn 2 though. Actually, it says turn 3 up there. So we never drew the card for that one turn. So just draw a card this time. Yeah. So this is our actual turn 3.
We still don't have black.
Of course, we're getting fucked with green mana, but we say, you know what? Okay, fine. I'll cast my collector oof.
Yeah, you go oof. Now no one has any mana.
And you're virulent.
Honestly, no. You do this first. So you go virulent, cradle. It doesn't matter because it just gives you extra mana here. I wish I had black, but yeah.
Oh, I know.
Because now I have 2 green floating to see if anyone wants to bait anything out. But now we start turn 4 with our no mana. If I had black mana.
Oh, I know. I see. These are the hands that screw me over, and people will say, "Oh man, no, you shouldn't have. You never keep that." And it's like, but dude, this the world where you top deck a black land like your Bayou or even a Takanuma, then you're turn 1 necro.
Right.
Why wouldn't you? So okay, so let's just say that was a failed game. You lost that game. Oh well. And then this is the opposite. We don't have any green. So okay, this is our first 7. I'd say nah.
Nah. Now we have all the lands.
Now we have all lands, all mana.
No gas.
No gas. Okay.
Commander's an interesting format, isn't it? Anyway.
So it is 6, right?
Yeah.
I like this a lot better. It's just that it's not as fast because you really have to go. It's like turn 2 Douthy or Survival.
Let's see here.
Douthy because then.
Why is my mouse So my mouse is freaking out. There we go. So we're gonna go. My mouse is freaking out. What the heck? There we go. We go mortuary here. See, these are the kind of hands. And then if you had a creature here, okay, we could put it on top. Now our turn 2 looks more like this. So now if there's a turbo deck, if it's turbo, we go Douthie, not even the dork. If it's not turbo, we go like this. Which I would rather do, I think.
Yeah. But you have the option, though. You have the option to go Douthie if needed.
Right.
And man, you have that pattern of rebirth. You've got the... So honestly, this hand is like primed. If we just get a little bit of mana...
Right.
We are good to go.
We need 1 more mana to get Gaia's Cradle. And then we're cooking.
Or you... If you have 1 more mana, you could cast the Grim and get Chain of Smog. I mean, I know it's maybe...
Right.
You'd probably do that. You'd probably do the Survival.
Your Survival or Dina, but I think Survival here. And then... Let's see. I think we're throwing away... Sorry, my mouse isn't being...
It looks fine for me.
Really? It's like stuttering a little bit. That's okay. We have that now. Man, Dina's not being very kind to me right now.
Dude, that happens every time we goldfish. I'm like,
really?
I'll get I got a turn 8 Kinnan win, and it's like, dude, I literally had multiple turn 3 and even a turn 2 win right before I hit record.
Exactly.
So, every time.
Like, now we have mana. So we go...
Yeah, now all of a sudden we're shitting out mana.
By you. This is turn 6, so it's not the fastest. However, you've got
the lowest
Bayou
pedal
here,
too.
pedal. So...
I forgot, what did we do with Badger? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, forgot about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, we do have it because you have Dina pattern sack, right? That you need 7.
Oh, he also has.
No, I think you just win, right?
Yeah.
Because so even if you didn't do that, you go 1, 2 for Dina. 3, 4, 5, 6 for Pattern of Rebirth, and then the 7th mana uses Dina's ability to sack whatever creature, and you get the Hulk.
So you're saying...
but you need the 8th mana to actually sack the Hulk. Shit.
And that's why this Grim Servant turns 7 mana into 8 mana.
Well, wouldn't it be cheaper to Survival of the Fittest your Grim Tutor?
This is a win here. But
you win, but I'm also asking because you can get Protean Hulk and then activate Survival again to get activated Sleeper, and then just play activated Sleeper, right?
As a copy of Hulk?
Yeah.
Oh, it has to go in from the battlefield. You can't discard it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's the only problem.
Yeah, so we are going to... let me see what I did again here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 mana. So yeah, we're just good. So we have Dina. Now we have... Oh, we didn't have Cradle. Right, okay. What did I do? I did 1, 2...
No, your line was better. Like, we misinterpreted the activated Sleeper card. It has to go in from the battlefield.
Okay.
So, your line was...
Your line is
Servant into
better,
Cradle. Yeah, there we go.
Then you can Dana,
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then you can get... Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can sack any one of these creatures. I would sack this one because then I can Earthbend Gaia's Cradle when it ETBs again. If it... Oh, no, never mind. Ugh. Yeah, just sack any one of these. I'd sack probably... Don't call for it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's do one more. And then we can do like a...
Well, Ian, we could do one more, but we are approaching the 2-hour mark, and our editor would be very pissed off.
Yes, which is
I'm sorry,
which is me.
editor.
That's me. Yeah. I'm always like, oh god, the 2-hour episodes. It for some reason you'd think it would take twice as long as an hour, and it's like, no, I can get an hour-long episode out pretty quick, but a 2-hour one is always like, oh god.
Well, that's okay.
And seeing that hand is the dead draw and all mana.
Mm-hmm. And Macias.
I think.
And
I think that's the sign. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Macias is the dead draw, and that looks good. And dead Macias again. But who gives a shit?
We
because
still
you
wait
have
on turn 2.
You have Gaia's Cradle, Culling the Weak, Culling Ritual, and Exquisite Blood. If this was like I had to go down to like a 3-card or a 4-card hand.
Oh, because you
that
got
carries
carried.
this actually gas. Yeah, and then we go boom into Dina. So this is Bayou, right?
Yeah. Oh, this is
a turn 3 win. Because F you mock shield gods that hate us.
This is the one we show.
Yeah, this is the one
we show.
Cut everything else. This is great. And then, oh wow, this card sucks. You put this in the deck. We'll put that on top still. But then we go Culling the Weak into Exquisite Blood.
There you go.
And then swing.
And get fucked.
Yeah, that's the traditional turn 3 win there.
And then even if that for some reason gets blown out, it's like, well, I'm gonna Culling Ritual the shit out of this.
Yeah, or instead of doing Dina, or actually, instead of doing that, you could go Culling Ritual, and let's just say it's on like 12. Who cares, right? It probably is on 12 because cEDH. We go.
Oh my god, 12.
I'm just joking. What do you think it's on? Like 9?
Yeah,
I don't know, but like that's not out of the question. I mean, it's everyone's board because we just
Culling
lost.
Ritual is dumb.
And we would have had the Carrion Feeder out turn 1, so we would have lost Carrion Feeder and Dina. So
we
that's
lost
1-2. Rogthras is losing their whole fucking board, so you get like 5 mana there. Mm-hmm. And then you're getting rocks and stuff. Yeah, I'd say 10. Let's just say 10.
10 is pretty realistic. So we have 10 mana. So we go... And actually, we could respond to... Oh, no, we use the Culling... We probably use this. We actually have like 2 black from Culling the Weak as well. So we do have 12 mana.
Okay. So we have 12.
So we just go boom, recast Dina. So that's... I can't count. That's 9, right?
Right. Oh, and then you've got... or what is the card?
I wish I could... I wish I could Nature's Claim, but I don't have artifacts and enchantments.
Oh my god. Damn it.
Wait. Am I cooking? Wait, we don't have any. We have no... I was going to say Crop Rat.
Is there an artifact land?
No, we don't have artifact land.
That would be so fun. That would be awesome. You
That'd be
crop
so
out and then Nature's Claim your own artifact land?
Yeah, you see, that'd be so gas. I'm trying to think, do I have anything
I don't
here?
think it's worth running an artifact land for that. Unless there's not one of those the one green or one black, but that would be so sick. That would have been enough.
Because this.
Either way, it was already a turn 3 win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
just a turn 3 win.
Macias just to be.
Yeah, which is a
goofy.
fun draw. Yeah. Well, yeah. There, that's our good to end on. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That's crazy. I promise this deck gets... Oh, see?
Yeah,
See, this is actually fire.
That's a turn 2 Savanti or whatever?
Yeah, it's a turn 2 Savanti into just pure card advantage engines into mana. This will get you somewhere eventually. Maybe.
Oh my god, we have mana out the ass.
This deck has a lot of mana, but which is funny because it has 27 lands. It's on 27 lands, yeah.
You could even cut one, maybe. I don't know.
I've cut it before, and 26 feels so bad. You never get mana ever again.
That is what's so funny. I've noticed it's like, man, it really does make a difference. Now my Kinnan list is on 26, but it does feel okay. It's like a turbo mid-range hybrid, but the initial plan is Turbo Kinnan, which once you resolve Kinnan, which he rarely gets countered, it's just like the Basalt Monolith, then they pop him or counter the Basalt.
He gets destroyed.
But you just have so much mana already because you're like, all right, turn 2, I'm ready to go. And then my Turbo deck Rog Thras or Thrasfile Smasher is on 26. But yeah, I usually like 27, 28 unless I'm trying to go really fast.
Right. I've been on 28 lands for the most part. I actually recently cut a land. But 27 feels right. But yeah, this deck is ever tweaking, and I will continue to update it with the meta. Right now, I think it's currently updated with the meta. With Savanti and Braids and all of the other stuff to stop turbo, and then stuff to grind out mid-range.
Yeah, and so here's another thing is Trevor and I, we want to start doing gameplay. So I think we definitely invite you next time we do. We've done it once, so
that sounds awesome. Yeah,
but yeah, we'd love to have you on and play Dina, of course. And
yeah,
you show up and you're like, I'm playing Blue Farm today.
Yeah,
like, God damn
it! You guys would never.
We hired you to play Dina.
Yeah.
We hired you for $0 to play Dina.
Paid actor to play Dina.
Well, yeah, man. Hey,
so
seriously. That would be awesome. And I'm so glad you could come on here. And I was like, we'll probably talk for a little bit. And of course, it's like 2 hours of us geeking out over Dina, but that's exactly what we wanted.
I apologize. I really like this deck.
No, I like it too.
My boy Mike. Shout outs to my boy Mike from the Louisville Discord. He's currently spearheading it right now. He's heard too much about me talking about this deck. So I'm glad I could talk to someone else about it to get a fresh perspective.
Oh, yeah, and then you can send this 2-hour link and say, hey, do you want to hear me talk with more people for 2 hours about Dina?
I did shout it out. Shout
Happy
outs
birthday.
Again. Southern Indiana Louisville Discord. Mike's the spearhead. You should check out his deck lists at SMF Oprah. They're really good. Shout outs to everyone in the Southern Indiana Louisville area. You guys are awesome.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll play some games with you guys too. We'll hop in the Discord and
yeah,
we're down.
Yeah.
So, Trevor, I always pass this part off to you.
Yeah.
You seem to be better.
So if you want to message us directly, you can do that on Instagram, like Matt did. That's
yo.
Or you can also find us on Twitter, Blue Sky. We've got YouTube, Spotify, all that shit. Oh, and then we have Patreons. So shout out to them. Do I try and fucking remember all of their names?
I know them.
Yeah,
I know them because I care.
I care too. Hold on. No, let me try it. Let me do this.
Okay.
Champ Pharaohs. We got Noah H. We got Zeno, and then we've got the new guy that you know, and I can't remember his name. Stone Smasher?
Smoke Shot.
Smoke Shot. There we go.
Stone Smasher. Stone Smasher.
That's a badass name.
His name is Smoke
Stone
Shot.
Smasher.
Oh, man. I hope he hears that.
I got the alliteration right.
Unfortunately, this won't come out for probably a couple weeks because we have a couple more to edit and upload, but... He'll be like, what up, Stone Smasher? And he's going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? And for weeks.
Who's Stone Smasher?
Oh, you'll get it eventually.
Yeah. You'll see.
But yeah, no, seriously, we love our patrons. There's some, well, I guess it's not free content, but if you're a part of the $1 I like your show tier, I've been trying to post once a month a just some sort of non-magic related content that Trevor and I do. We did a Lord of the Rings movie character tier list. We did like a thing where I guess One Piece episode titles. So just goofy stuff like that where it's like, hey, if you want to support the show and see us do a couple other things, there's not a ton, but it means a lot to us. We're trying to if we could get to 20 patrons so that way we don't have to pay for the podcast subscription fee. And we're not in the negatives anymore. We're breaking even. The podcast breaks even. That would be awesome. But seriously, though, Champ Pharos, the OG, No H following up, and Zeno, like, literally the night after. And then my boy, Smoke Shot.
And probably more.
I'll probably see him on
Stone Smasher.
Tuesday.
Since this is
Stone Smasher.
Stone Smasher.
Stone Smasher.
Stone Smasher.
Yeah, that's... and for him, fuck Lumra, am I right? So, yeah, that's where we're at. We just hit the 2-hour mark, and I will probably edit out for hours, and I'll shave off like 30 seconds. So it'll be an hour and 59 minutes.
Awesome.
And I think that's where we call it. Seriously, thanks again for hopping on, and we'll get some games in, and we'll do more.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
All right. See you in hell, nerds.
See you in hell, nerds.
Yeah.